Have you ever wondered what makes a car truly special? What if I told you that the Polestar 5 has features that even the most dedicated car enthusiasts overlook? Today, we're exposing the top 10 hidden features of the Polestar 5 that nobody really talks about. Stick around, because some of these will surprise you. First up, let's talk about the Polestar 5 seats, and I mean really talk about them. These aren't your run-of-the-mill seats. All 4 main seats, yes, even the 2 in back, can be equipped with a massage function. Polestar's own literature says there are 4 massage modes up front and 5 in the rear. And if it's a hot day, the seats have built-in fans that blow cool, climate-controlled air through the cushions, in both the front and the outer rear seats. In short, Polestar 5 turns every drive into a little spa session. Most cars in this class don't offer heated rear seats, let alone ventilated massaging ones. Now, onto our second hidden gem, the Polestar 5's rear center console. It looks like a normal armrest when it's down, but it's actually a full climate and comfort control hub for the back seat. The full-size rear armrest houses all the buttons for the rear climate system, seat massage, ventilation fans, and even heated seat controls. That means your passenger in the back can tweak the temperature, turn on a seat fan, or start a massage right from the armrest. Plus, it has 2 cup holders and a little storage cubby built in. Think about it. Polestar essentially built a mini cockpit for your backseat guest. You won't read about this in the brochure, but it feels like a 5-star VIP treatment back there. Moving on to feature number 3, Polestar's clever seating trick. At first glance, the 5 is a 4-seat Grand Tourer, but there's a surprise hidden in the back. This GT actually has a 4+1 seating arrangement. The deep rear center console folds up to reveal a tiny third rear seat. A passenger sits there a bit higher and further forward than the others. Certainly not spacious, but it's there if you need it. And the cleverness doesn't stop. Polestar carved a foot garage into the battery pack under the front seats, giving rear passengers an extra foot of legroom. In practice, that means you can carry 5 people a bit more comfortably than you'd expect from a car this low to the ground. It's a neat secret. Just don't assume the Polestar 5 is only a strict 4-seater. Next, let's uncover feature number 4, the Whisper Quiet Cabin. The Polestar 5 uses active road noise cancellation. Tiny microphones and accelerometers inside constantly listen to road, tire, and wind noise, and the car plays inverse sounds to cancel them out. In other words, the cabin actively hushes itself. At highway speeds, you can barely hear the whoosh of air or rumble of tires, except for critical sounds like horns or sirens, which it intentionally lets through. It's like having noise-canceling headphones built into your car. You won't see a sticker for this on the window, but on a long drive it makes the Polestar feel utterly serene and composed. Now here's a surprise. Feature number 5 is all about air quality. The Polestar 5 has a PM 2.5 air filtration system to keep the cabin air super clean. A tiny particulate sensor monitors outside air for dust, pollution, and pollen as small as 2.5 microns. That's the fine particles you can't see. The HVAC system uses the cabin filter to strip those particles out. On smoggy days or after a drive through city traffic, this hidden filter quietly protects you and your passengers. It's not flashy, but breathing clean air in the Polestar feels a lot nicer than sucking in exhaust fumes. On to feature number 6, Smart Climate Control Tricks. You can use the Polestar's app or center touchscreen to precondition the cabin before you step inside. Coming into a freezing car or a broiling car? No problem, just set the temperature ahead of time and the Polestar will warm up or cool down while it's still charging, so it's comfy the moment you climb in. Even during long rests, the car has a keep climate mode. You can run the heat or AAC for up to 8 hours while parked. Want your car to stay cool at a drive-in movie or keep your food from spoiling on a long stop? It can do that. It'll shut off if the battery gets too low, of course. These quiet behind-the-scenes climate features mean the Polestar 5 is always the perfect temperature, with no surprise for the driver or passengers. On to feature number 7, insane fast charging. Underneath the Polestar is a massive 112 kilowatt-hour battery wired on an 800-volt platform, the same kind of tech used by exotic EVs. In real terms, Polestar says the 5 can take up to 350 kilowatts DC fast charging. That lets it jump from 10% to 80% charge in about 22 minutes. Think about that. 5 minutes of charging adds hundreds of miles of range. For road trip fans, that's nearly as quick as a pit stop at a gas station if you find a beefy charger. This extreme charging speed doesn't get shouted from rooftops, but it means the 5 is surprisingly road trip friendly compared to many rivals. Feature number 8 is truly smart, the high-tech cockpit. The Polestar's interior is full of subtle digital tricks. For example, there's a massive 9.5-inch heads-up display projected onto the windshield. You'll see your speed, navigation, and warnings on the glass, so you can keep your eyes up. There's even a stealthy driver monitoring camera keeping tabs on you when the assist systems are active, basically making sure you stay focused. Under the skin, the 5 runs a mobile-powered driver assist suite with 11 cameras, radar, and ultrasonic sensors. All of these features work behind the scenes to make driving easier and safer, and you might not notice them until you need them. In short, the Polestar's cockpit is more like a gadget-laden flight deck than a normal car cabin, and that's a pleasant surprise when you discover it. Now, let's move to feature number 9, clever design touches outside. First, as tiny as they are, LED strips behind the rear quarter windows show charging progress. When you plug in, a thin white LED line along the roof line pulses faster as it charges, and then glows steadily when done. It's almost invisible at a glance, but it's a subtle convenience other EVs often miss. Secondly, the Polestar 5 ditched the rear windshield entirely. Instead of a back glass, it has a huge 78-inch long panoramic roof that extends almost to the back seat. This creates tons of headroom and a bright, airy feel for rear passengers. We normally think of spoilers and lights, but these hidden design details, the stealth charging light and the vast glass roof, make the 5 stand out without screaming about it. Finally, our last hidden feature is the Polestar's sustainable luxury materials. Step inside and you'll find the cabin is full of eco-friendly surprises. The back of the front seats is covered in Amplitex, a woven fiber made from flax plants. Even the carpets and floor mats look plush, but they're actually made from recycled nylon, Econol, pulled from old fishing nets and waste fabric. Of course, you still get leather if you want it. Polestar uses bridge of wear leather from the UK and Ireland, but every touchpoint mixes high-end feel with recycled or vegan materials. It's sustainability in disguise. You wouldn't notice these green choices by looking, but they help the 5 punch above its weight on environmental impact. That's a truly hidden feature of the interior. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these hidden Polestar 5 features shocked you the most? Do you think this car really has what it takes to challenge a Tesla Model S or Porsche Taycan? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to subscribe and hit like so you don't miss our next video. And just so you know, this video is based on verified reports and expert reviews. Always check official sources before making any decision.